Exhaling to a space just above the crown of the head. Keep your attention there as you relax the breath, the tongue, the jaw. As you focus on that space just above the crown of the head, envision that bright golden sunshine just above the crown of your head, inviting that sunshine, that bright golden light, in through the crown of your head to embrace, encase the brain, the glands in the brain, the pineal gland in the back, hypothalamus in the center, the pituitary gland in the forehead. Surround, encase the brain, the glands in the brain with that golden light. As you move it to the brain stem, move that golden light down through the brain stem into the spinal cord, down the neck, cervical spine as it encases the thyroid glands, either side of the throat, down the middle of the throat. Moving down the cervical spine so you meet the thoracic spine. You move down the thoracic spine, feeling the golden light into the spine. As you meet the chest cavity, the thymus gland just above the heart, illuminate the thymus glands, the heart itself, the lungs either side of the heart, filled with golden light. Moving down, further down the thoracic spine, as you meet the kidneys, the adrenal glands sitting above your kidneys on the back of the body, encasing the kidneys, adrenals with that bright golden light. Moving down the spine a little further to the front of the spine where you meet the liver on the right, gallbladder, the spleen and the stomach on the left with the pancreas, filling the visceral organs with that bright golden light, the intestines, between those left and right organs, the small intestine around the navel, the bladder just below the navel, sexual organs, the prostate gland for the gentlemen, the ovaries for the ladies, down into the base of the spine, sexual organs, testes, filling the entire spine, all the organs, all the glands with that bright golden sunshine. Feel yourself illuminated from within, that golden light, reminding yourself that you accept yourself, you forgive yourself, you love yourself. The divine spark within reminds you you are connected, inseparable from everyone, everything in the universe is connected. Everything with consciousness is connected. That divine spark of consciousness sitting right in the small space of the heart connects you to universal consciousness, reminding you you are protected, you are safe, you are loved. attention back slowly. Draw your attention back to the sounds around you in the room, maybe outside the room. Bringing a little gentle movement to the fingers, toes. One at a time. When you're ready, place the feet on the floor. Right arm straight, roll gently onto the right side, pausing here. Pushing yourself up slowly. Just sitting upright, comfortably. Arms together at the heart. Just take a moment as you bow your head forward to yourself of reflection, gratitude maybe, humility maybe, acceptance, forgiveness, love, compassion. Release the hands, let the eyes open gently. Okay, so we have a little time left. I wanted to take you through Taoist meditation. It's about 20 minutes or so. It's in a seated position. Now you can do this on a chair. You can even do it lying down, but it's best done seated. We'll take you through the healing sounds. So we've worked with some of those sounds already with the hand mudras, but I'll take you through the sequence that I've learned in the Qigong system, which is a Taoist system. So when you come into it with the yoga, what you find is the Tibetans, that's my understanding, Tibetan yogis brought in the healing sounds from the Taoist tradition. That's where it ended up in the yoga. So I'll take you through it. It's based around the organs associated with the sound and the emotions that the organ tends to hold, and then the virtues that are associated with those organs, right? So we move in a particular fashion. We go from the lung to the kidney, to the liver, to the heart, to the spleen. So, seeing as the body's open and you're working with your breath for the last little while, it should feel nice. So we'll start with the lungs. So you just have your hands in front of the chest, and it's just small spirals. So you're focusing on the palms, connecting with the energy of the lung. So we're going to be sitting for a little while, so just make sure you're comfortable. You need to sit on a bolster or a block or something. You want to visualize, so we'll do it with the eyes closed. The only time we open the eyes is when we make the sound. So I'll tell you when. So the lungs associated with the element metal, and the color is white. So visualize that white, bright light surrounding the lungs. The sound for the lungs is the sh sound. Yeah? Sorry, not sh, but s, like a snake. So when we make that sound, there's a position with the hands. So you can just watch me. Keep your hands where they are, but just watch me. So we'll take the hands up. You want to keep the elbows wide. It's like you're pressing upwards, and you make the sound with the eyes open. and then we come back down with the hands and back in front. Okay? So that's the hand position. Make sure you spread the fingers so the long meridian comes all the way from the thumb down into the lung. So you want to feel like you're activating that meridian. So when you're ready, bring the hands up. You take a breath in, elbows wide, inhaling. Hands back in front of the lungs. So we forgive, forget, let go of the emotions of sadness, any grief, any depression. These are the emotions held in the lungs. So you use your eyes, you look down left and right into the lungs with your eyes closed, just looking down. Left and right as you look for any sadness, any grief, any depression. When we make the sound, you visualize a gray, murky color, so you're releasing those emotions out of the body. So we inhale again, palms face the ceiling, elbows wide, inhale. Hands back in front of the lungs, and forgive, forget, let go of any grief, any sadness, any depression. Embracing the virtues of courage, integrity, and sincerity. Embracing the virtues of courage, integrity, sincerity. We'll do the sound one more time. Inhale, hands up. Eyes are open as you make the sound. Hands back down. As we forgive, forget, let go of any sadness, any grief. Use the eyes to look left and right into the lungs. Sadness, grief, or depression. Embracing the virtues of courage, of integrity, and sincerity. Now we delete the connection to those emotions in the brain. So you bring your hands in front of your brain, and you're just moving the hands left and right. Look up into the brain with your eyes, left and right, as we delete any sadness, any grief, any depression. It's the movement of the eyes up into the brain that can stimulate the memory bank. As we release, delete those files associated with sadness, grief, depression. Good. Coming down, and we're going to bring the hands together so we move into the kidneys. A little bit of heat for the kidneys. Kidneys are cold, related to the element water, and the season is winter. Right around this time. So fill the kidneys with some heat. So you visualize bright blue light in the kidneys, looking with your eyes left and right into the kidneys. Emotions we're looking for, any fear, any trauma, any paranoia. Looking left and right into the kidneys. So the kidney sound is a chew sound, chew. And we have to make sure we fill the kidneys as we make the sound. So in this position, what we'll do is we'll just take the kidneys back into your hands. So I'm going to kind of round my back a little bit. So take a breath in. Take your kidneys back towards your hands as you round the chest a little. And then sit up again. Keep my hands there as I inhale. Looking left and right into the kidneys. With the eyes as I forgive, forget, let go of any fear, any trauma, any paranoia. Embracing the virtues of calmness, stillness, inner peace. Looking left and right into the kidneys, a bright blue light. Take a breath in. Take the kidneys back towards the hands as you lean forward a little. Exhaling. Forgive, forget, let go as you look left and right into the kidneys for any fear, any trauma, any paranoia. Embracing stillness. Stillness like water, like a lake, a still lake. Embracing calmness and inner peace. One more time as you inhale into the kidneys. Take the kidneys back, lean slightly forward with the torso. Inhale as you sit up the light a little bit more. Forgive, forget, let go any fear, trauma, paranoia associated with the kidneys. Embracing calmness, stillness, inner peace. And as we come forward towards the brain, so hands in front of the brain, looking up into the brain left and right as we delete the files associated with fear, trauma, paranoia. Looking left and right, we delete those files. Coming down in front of the heart with the hands, so small circle, small spiral with the heart. Sorry, liver first, liver. Right side liver. Green light associated with the elements wood and the season spring. So filling the liver with that bright green light. The sound is the shh, as in sound. Now we need to activate the liver. So you interlace the fingers, you look up and you lean away from it. So it's on the right, you lean to the left, you take a breath in, look up as you make the sound. Hands back in front of the liver, so you're leaning to the left, not the right, leaning to the left, leaning away from the liver. So Mark, you need to go the other direction next time, I think. So around the liver, so we forgive, we forget, let go of any anger, any jealousy, any frustration. Anger, jealousy, frustration, forgive, forget, let go. Now we're going to embrace kindness. Virtues are kindness, generosity, forgiveness. We're going to interlace the fingers again, inhaling. So you're leaning away from the liver, so to your left, looking up, exhaling. Hands back in front of the liver, circling, spiraling as you forgive, forget, let go of any anger, any jealousy, any frustration. I need to be frustrated around about now. So we let that go. Embracing instead kindness. Kindness to ourselves, kindness to others. Forgiveness to ourselves and others. Generosity, being generous to ourselves and others. One more time, inhaling, interlace the finger, leaning away from the liver to the left, looking up. Back in front of the liver. So I hope you can still hear me okay. It looks like the screens are freezing on me, so I don't know if that means the Wi-Fi is a bit weak. So just letting go, forgive, forget, let go any anger, jealousy, frustration associated with the liver as we embrace kindness, generosity, and forgiveness. And Come in front of the brain again as you look up into the brain left and right, deleting the files associated with anger, jealousy, frustration. Delete those files. And then we come down, now to the heart, from liver to the heart. Circling, spiraling just around the heart. Heart is element fire. Red light, surrounding the heart with the red lights. Element fire, associated with the season of summer. The sound is the ha sound. So it's similar to the liver in the sense that you, instead of you lean away from it, so you're going to lean away from the left, so lean to the right, interlace the fingers, looking up, you make the sound. Hands in front of the heart. We forgive, we forget, let go of the emotions associated with the heart of hatred, cruelty, arrogance, impatience. Forgive, forget, let go of any cruelty, hatred, arrogance, impatience. Embracing love, happiness, gratitude, patience. As we interlace the fingers, leaning away from the heart, so to the right, inhale, looking up. Making the ha sound. Forgive, forget, let go of any hatred, any cruelty, any impatience or arrogance. Embracing love, happiness, gratitude, patience. One more time, inhale, palms interlace, looking up, to the leaning to the right. Visualize that gray, murky color as you exhale, release those negative emotions associated with the heart. Forgive, forget, let go. Any arrogance, any cruelty, impatience, hatred. Embracing love, happiness, gratitude, patience. We come up to the brains, we delete the files, looking up into the brain with the eyes, left and right. Delete the files associated with cruelty, hatred, impatience, any arrogance. Delete those files. And then we're coming down, so we move to the last set of organs is the spleen and stomach on the left side. It's a yellow light associated with the element earth, autumn. The sound is the who sound, W-H-O, who. So with this one, you curl the fingers slightly under the rib cage on that left side and you lean forward, making the who sound. So inhaling, exhaling as you lean forward. You circle the spleen, that yellow light. Forgive, forget, let go of the emotions of worry, any mistrust. Looking into the spleen and stomach for any worry, any mistrust, any resentment. Forgive, forget, let go of any worry, any mistrust, any resentment. Taking a breath in, curl the fingers under the ribs, lean forward as you make the sound. Circling the spleen, golden light. Sorry, yellow light. It's not quite gold, it's yellow. Gold is through the crown, yellow is in the spleen. Bright yellow light surrounding as we forgive, forget, let go of any worry, any mistrust, any resentment. And we embrace trust. Embracing fairness and openness. Take another breath in one more time. Curl the fingers under the ribs, leaning forward. Forgive, forget, let go of any worry, any mistrust, any resentment. Instead, embracing trust, openness, and fairness. So bring the hands in front of the brain, looking up left and right into the brain, deleting the files associated with mistrust, worry, resentment. Delete those files. Now we finish with the he sound. So the he is associated with the triple warmer. It's not an organ per se, but from the Chinese perspective, it's associated with the three dantian. So the upper dantian, middle dantian, and the lower dantian. And it's taking the heat, any excess heat out of the head, out of the heart, and down into the lower belly. So it's a he sound. We take the arms up. Now you want to lean back a little bit, and as you come down the front, it's the he. Could also be done lying down or lying back a little bit more. Arms up, inhale. Do another one, inhale. So feeling you're drawing any excess heat down from the head to the heart. From the heart down into the belly. Belly's happy to receive any excess heat, so hands around the navel. So gents go right to left, ladies go left to right. And it's typically done 36 times one direction and then 24 times the other direction. Right to left for the gents, left to right for the ladies. And then we change direction for the 24. So 36 one way, 24 the other. You can do this with your hands like I'm doing, or you can just do it with your mind. Take your mind around the navel. So you go from small to large, and then from large to small. Way, 24 times, from large to small. So just bring any excess energy into the center, the Tantian, where the energy of the organs meets and fuses, right in the center. You're just pausing with the hands around the navel. Arms together as you bow the head. Releasing the hands, the eyes open. So there you go. There are the healing sounds. So you can go back over that if you want to do that practice as it is. Takes more or less 20 minutes, half an hour. There's a couple of different versions. You can have a look online. I think Mantak Chia has at least one version of the healing sounds on YouTube. Very useful to do at the end of your day. If you've built up a bit of stress in your day emotionally, mentally, you can do it before you go to bed. It's very good for helping you sleep. And you can do three sounds per organ. If you find there's one organ that's a little bit more stressed or sensitive than another, you can stay there and do more repetitions. Sometimes you could just pick one organ and just focus on that sound by itself. It's nice to do after doing some warm-ups of some degree, so the body's a bit open, you're not doing it cold. And that's it. So hopefully you found that useful. And thank you for your attention and your participation this whole year. I know it's not been what we expected. Hopefully you've got some useful tools to work with regardless with this medium. I know I've been very grateful for being able to still share this with you, even though it's through a screen, not in person. I look forward to continuing in January. So I sent you the dates for next year. So they're proposed. So they're based around the fact that if we can't get into a studio, you have those dates. If we can, I'll try and stick closer to the original ones based on the locations that you started in. But we'll just give you some flexibility there. So it will depend on what the numbers are like and what the availability is. Not everybody's necessarily going to want to come back into a space, even if it's possible. So we'll just have to see how we go. If not, we'll just stick with this format for the time being. Just so you're on seat till the end of January, some of you, if you need a bit of feeding between now and the end of the month, you're welcome to join the practitioner course in the mornings on Tuesdays, because you're familiar with the form. So it's Tuesday and Thursday at 7:15 to 8. Or there's a Friday morning class for the next 3 weeks. So that's happening for the next 3 weeks. If you need a little extra input, otherwise you've got the recordings. I look forward to seeing you either next week or in the new year. And if I don't see you before then, have a wonderful Christmas. It might not be what we expected, but I hope you can have a good time and spend some time with loved ones and take care of yourself. Okay? Lots of love. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome. Bye.
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 Thanks for today.
You're welcome.
Have a nice week.
Thanks, John. My pleasure.
Everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Dave. See you on Tuesday.
Yes, see you soon. Have a nice weekend. Bye.